Welcome and welcome back to my channel. My name is Juliana and I am a makeup lover, especially colorful makeup. So today we are going to be doing this look I have on my eyes right here. For today's look I used two palettes from Playing in Makeup by Yolondo. So this is the Universal palette and this is the Jamrock, the Pastel palette. I can't pronounce the name but you can see here. So those are the two palette I used for this look. This is the main one. I only used one shade from this look and I will show you the inside of the palette. This is what the pastel palette looks like. It's absolutely beautiful. I think I used about 5-6 shades. I want to say I used that one, this mint one over here, this dark green one, and this lilac one. So those are, I think, about 6. I counted 6. So those are the 6 shades I used, and you will see that in the demo. And from the Universal palette I only used one shade, which is the green one, to darken my outer corner, because this one is a pastel palette and it doesn't have any dark greens. As you can see, it's all pastel, so no dark greens, and I didn't want to use like a color like a purple. I mean, I could have darkened my edge with purple, but my last look had purple in it, so I didn't want to use anything purple really. So those are the two palettes I have on my eyes. I also have 3 single shades. So I have Oculus and Trefoil on my wing from Clionadh Cosmetics. So these are multichromes, they're jeweled multichromes. So I have Trefoil in my inner corner and then Oculus in the outer edge here. And on my lower inner corner I have Raine's belt from Terramon Cosmetics. Let me just quickly swatch that because I never swatched that in the video. This is what Raine's belt looks like. So that's what I have in my inner corner here. Alright, as for the rest of my makeup, everything will be listed in the description section. So just have a look for my face, on my eyes, everything I have up to the lashes. It would all be in the description section. And now let's get into the tutorial. Alright, my eyes are already primed. So going into the shade Carly, and I'm gonna put that all over my lid. I'm going to avoid my inner corner because I want to put like a mint green there. Alright, going into the shade Ebony, that's the color, it's like a mint green, and I'm just going to lay that, more or less pattern it in my inner corner. Just want to give it a bit of a gradient and let him, kind of merge into that green. I'm also going to bring it in my lower inner corner. Using Colourpop's E4, I'm going back into the shade Carly and I'm going to put that all over my lid again. This is going to provide more intensity because these are pastel shades. You need to lay down the shade really so that you can have more opacity and more pigment on the eye. And by the way, I did not set my eyeshadow primer. I used the P. Louis base for my eyeshadow primer and I didn't set it, but I use a very little amount so that it's not too tacky. Alright, now going into the shade Catherine, is a blue shade, and I'm going to put that in my lower lid. And then going into Jasmine, which is a purple shade, I'm going to use that to darken the outer edge. Alright, now I'm going into the Universal palette. I'm going to go for this deep green just to darken the outer edge. So I'm going to kind of use this to draw like a V in my outer edge. By the way, that dark green shade is called Yadi. Alright, now going into Aliyah, I'm going to blend the outer edge. So it's a light blend because the way I placed it, more or less kind of blended it for me anyway. So If we're just lightly going over the edge. Alright, I'm done with the matte, so we're going to go into shimmers now. Now going into Raven, the mint green shimmer. Without wetting it, I'm going to place it all over my lid. So I'm pressing it. And it seems to be sticking without any glitter primer or wetting it. I'm going to wet it later, but I'm going to do it. I'm going to apply it dry first, then I'll wet it. Oh, it's beautiful. I mean, you don't have to even wet it. I mean, it's already looking all shiny and metallic. So, but you know, I'm extra, so I'm gonna wet my brush using Colourpop's E3 brush. I wet the shade and I'm laying it over what I previously applied. So by wetting it, it's kind of going to blend it into my crease better. When the shades are wet, it's easy to blend into the crease than when they are dry, and it also gives less texture. Going back to the fluffy brush again, I'm picking up the shade Aliyah and I'm going to place it over the shimmer I put on my crease, just to make sure it's all blended together. Alright, it's time for the inner corner highlight. And for this, I'm going to use a glitter primer, which is the BH Cosmetic Base Booster. Alright, going into Caitlin, applied wet. I'm going to put it in my inner corner. I'm also going to dab a little bit on my lower lid as well, my lower inner corner. Okay, now I'm going to use a Terramon's shadow called Orion's Belt, and I'm going to put that literally between the blue and the lilac in my lower corner here. I mean, you can use any blue shimmer shade if you like, or whatever color you want to use to merge, but I think this is beautiful. Right, that is all done, and the next thing to do is to do the wing, and I just hope I can get it the same way I got this one, so pray for me. Alright, for this bead I am going to use Duralin. So this is Inglot's Duralin, as well as eyeliner brushes. Just make sure that you can see. So they are like just any pointy brush will do. Yeah, like painting brushes really. And if you don't have Duralin, you can always use a setting spray. Just kind of like spray it on your hand, which is what I'm doing. I'm dropping some on my hand. For my inner wing, I'm going into Trefoil. That's what it looks like. So I'm just going to dip a little bit of the brush into the Duralin and put it in the shade. So the trick is to make sure that the brush is very moisturized, not too wet. Now I'm using the bigger brush and I'm going to go into Oculus. And I'm going to put Oculus on my outer edge. So Oculus shifts green and purple predominantly. I mean, if you can see my hand, and then hopefully you can see the shift. You can see purple and green. I should already have a video out showing this Clionadh jeweled multichromes. So if I have, I will link it to this video. Now going into a black liner, I'm using my Glamlite calligraphy pen, and I'm just going to repeat what I did here. So I'm going to kind of like line the perimeters of the multichrome with this black liner. Okay, I think that's the eye pretty much done. So I'm now going to apply my pencil in my waterline, my black liner, mascara. I don't know if I'm going to use fake lashes yet because I think it's going to take away from this look, but I'll be back. Alright guys, I'm back. This is the finished look. I did finally apply lashes. I'm hoping they both look the same. So this is the finished look. I'm going to zoom you in a little bit just so you can see closely. So this is the look close up. I also wanted to show you the difference between the Trefoil and Oculus. So this is Trefoil, and if I just swatch it right here. So this is the one I had in my inner corner, and this is Oculus. This is Oculus. I don't know if you can see the difference. Yeah, definitely. This has more of a purple tone in it than the one than Trefoil. So Oculus has a shift, a more prominent purple shift. Alright guys, that brings us to the end of this video. I hope you've enjoyed the tutorial. If you have, please like this video, subscribe to my channel, and until next time, I'll see you.